watching the other presentations thinking, I got to change stuff. I got to change things because I do that every time. So the first picture, and mostly all of mine will be family pictures as opposed to business pictures. This is my mommy. I put my mommy there because my mommy was a woman who was raised in a residential school in Alberta, and so experienced her trauma, which again, we have very much intergenerational trauma within my family. This is me when I was younger and maybe still not pure, but younger. I was 13, and at this time I ended up getting sex trafficked, entering the sex trade. I guess I didn't look 13 to most people. I think I was like any other 13-year-old. Whole lot of gory, ugly stuff happened in between that time that I don't really go into because I don't have the time for it, but this will tell you some of it. But so I'm plugging my book today too. This was when I decided I was going to start on the red road. I had gotten involved in a lot of drugs and a lot of different things within our communities, joining because I am Aboriginal and Black, and within our communities, like coming out to other people and helping other people is what we do as a people. So the person in the other picture, which was Duma Young, came and kidnapped me at 4 o'clock in the morning one day and just threw me in a car and took me to the valley and said, you know what, you're gonna get well, sister. And so I love him. This was the first time I ever graduated from anything. I try to explain to people how it felt. I never graduated from junior high. I never went to high school. When other kids were in junior high and high school, I was being trafficked or involved in the sex trade and all of the horrors that go with that. When I walked across this stage to graduate, and I still get emotional for this one, I couldn't even tell you how great it felt to do that, to feel like I had accomplished something. It took me forever to get the money to go to school. Nobody wanted to give me money. I was on disability, and they told me if I went back to school that they would take my disability away, that I was already 58, 60 years old, and nobody was going to hire me anyway. And why not just stay on your check until you get your old age pension? And I had to lie and say I was going back to school for self-enhancement, because if I said I was going to get educated to get a job, they would have taken my disability from me. So this was my first job over there, and snap, snap. Even though I had graduated and had worked really hard to collect the money, I mean, I stomped the streets. I got like $25 from this church and $100 from that church. Some of the Aboriginal organizations and Black organization helped me. I'm trying to keep on track here. This was my second graduation at the Coady Institute, which Sobaz sent me to go to, and wonderful. And but so again, I graduated. This is like something that I've always done. I've always kind of been a teacher and a lifelong student, but I believe that when we learn, we teach, right? And that's been something that's always happened within the Black and Aboriginal communities. We learn, we teach. So teaching how to make crafts, anything. You know, it was a gathering. This is at iMove where we all would gather. This was one of the first times that anybody wrote a story about me that wasn't terrible. I was actually quite pleased with this article. It's in Halifax Magazine. But I remembered when we talked about Africville, which the other half of my family does come from, they said the reason they destroyed the property is because they didn't see the flowers. So I was going around Uniacke Square planting fruits and vegetables and flowers and anything I could plant, because I wanted to make sure that they didn't destroy my new home, Uniacke Square, because they didn't see the flowers. I wanted them to see the flowers. And this is the fun part of me. I am a two-spirited person. So, and both of those pictures will show that. This is kind of like my fun two-spirited family. The other one was a drag show. I thought I was just going to the show to see it. And when I got there, they said, oh no, honey, you're in it. So I was like, but I don't know how to do anything. And they said, you are going to be Donna Summers. So now I'm in 9-inch heels, right, on a slippery floor with a crown that was about 2 feet high, trying to dance and sing Last Chance. So these are my two sons. I love them with all my heart. They have been supportive of me even throughout all of my ups and downs, and you know, they know all my uglies. This is my daughter. I'm trying to cover her up there but it's not working. This is the daughter who I am so proud of. My daughter is the first female black police officer in Halifax, single parent, bilingual, and so she accomplished a lot. My daughter is now a very well-known artist. I have 18 grandchildren, okay? It took me 15 tries to get little girls. These are my little girls. These are my little girls. These are the little girls that I want people to understand about trafficking and how grooming happens and all of those things so that my little girls don't end up taking my same path. My daughter's a police officer too, by the way, so, you know, people were really surprised that a hooker could actually raise a cop when I went, yeah. Again, this is my baby. This is what recovery from tragedies in my life, recovering from drugs. This is the stuff that sustains me, is spending time with my babies. This is my second chance to right some of the wrongs that I might have done as a parent that I was too young and didn't have the knowledge to know. When I got my graduation certificate, this is funny, but when I graduated, I remember running around Uniacke Square and I was holding my diploma up like this. And one of the things that I told our young people, because we have a lot of young people that, feel like this is it for me. I'm not ever going to be anything and I'm not going to get that job because of who I am or because of the color of my skin or because of my address. So I was running around with my graduation paper saying, listen guys, if a 58-year-old crack hoe can run around with one of these, don't give me any excuses because I refuse to take them. Thank you.